When an emergency happens that affects your neighborhood, wouldn't you like to know? Well, LA County now has a system in place to notify you wherever you are. All you have to do is register. I'm Rachel Bozing. Welcome to My County, the show that explores services and programs provided to you by Los Angeles County. Joining me today is Sergeant Paul Hanley from the County Sheriff's Department Emergency Operations Bureau. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
You know what? Emergencies happen in Los Angeles all the time, and now we have a way to notify people that really supersedes manpower in a huge way. Tell me about it.
We do. We have a system that was implemented in May 2009, and this system is a callback system that allows us to use the 911 information and any cell phones, text message systems, or email addresses that we can use to notify you through a callback system or a message system. We have the ability to contact you up to 1,000 phone calls or messages every 3 minutes.
Right, and so that's something obviously that the manpower wouldn't be able to do. So it's automated dialing to your landline if there's an emergency in your geographic area.
Correct.
Tell me, what kind of emergencies are we talking about?
Well, normally you would think for LA County it might be a fire or a flood, but we also have a lot of other emergencies that go on every day. Consider a suspect that might be loose in your neighborhood.
Sure.
We certainly want to keep people out of harm's way while the suspect is being searched for. So we would notify you to close your doors, windows, make sure that you don't open it to anybody until we tell you it's safe to come out.
Another great usage that you mentioned is that if there's a child abduction or you're just searching for a missing child.
That's correct. If we have a child abduction where we can pin it down to somewhere maybe in a local neighborhood, we'll want to notify everybody of the child's description and perhaps a car that we're looking for. Certainly with child abductions, time is very crucial, and we want to make sure that that information goes out very quickly to get that child back safely.
And here's something interesting. You even said you can use it for health issues or some sort of health threat.
That's correct. If the water system perhaps was contaminated, you might want to know that you need to boil your water so that it's safe to drink. Local markets would need to know that they need to use some other system to wash their vegetables in the market. Even restaurants who would normally serve water would want to make sure that they're using bottled water for cooking and or serving at their tables.
And this system has been in place, you said, since 2009?
That's correct.
And it's totally free. Why is that?
Well, it's free because the entire project was paid for by a technology grant.
Okay. And so at this point, the system can dial your landline, but you have to step in and register your cell phone number. Is that right?
That's correct. We do have a system where you can go in and self-register. It will pick up your email address, your cell phone number, or even a text message device that you may carry all the time, so that if you're not home, you'll be able to get that information still.
I think this is the coolest thing ever. I went online and registered. It's really fast and easy. Some people hesitate, though, I think, to register their cell phone because they think that maybe their information is going to be used for other things, sold to a third party. That's not true. No,
the system is a completely closed system. That information is never, ever given to anyone else. It's used only for the notification system. And in fact, it would be illegal for us to do that any other way.
And the reason that you're really doing a push around cell phones is that this is kind of astonishing. Tell me the percentage of people who actually don't have any landlines anymore.
Well, there's 30% of the residents that don't carry a landline anymore. It would also pick up a VoIP number, which is the voice over IP through your computer. So those systems are getting more and more prevalent. So that 30% growing needs the same information that everyone else is getting.
Right, and this is amazing, right? So if you're away from your home and there's something happening in your residence or in your neighborhood, you want to know this and you want to be notified at any time. And you gave me a really interesting scenario of when somebody, if perhaps they don't want to register their cell phone number to their own home, they could do it to someone else's.
Certainly, if you're a caregiver for a parent or other relative, you might want to register your cell phone to their address so that if there's an emergency within their area, you might want to be able to know about that and be able to check on them as needed.
Right, so the context is if my elderly parent's residence is, in the middle of some sort of emergency situation, I can go help them and take care of that situation.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay, so registration, tell me, it's so quick and easy.
The registration data is really easy. You simply go to www.alert.lacounty.gov.
And in addition to it taking like 2 seconds or what have you, this system is in place until about 2014, is that right? And then you're going to get more funding for it.
That's correct. The system is completely paid for 5 years. And at the 4-year mark, we're going to go look into perhaps newer technology, see what's the best and most efficient out there so that we can provide the County of Los Angeles with the most efficient service.
And again, it's automated calling to 1,000 people every 3 minutes, getting the word out about a myriad of emergency situations that might be happening in your geographic area. Would you give us that website one more time?
The website is www.alert.lacounty.gov.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Hanley. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And please join us next time right here on My County and learn about more programs and services brought to you by Los Angeles County. See you next time.